This has been an ongoing thing with me, and I want to talk about it because of two reasons. The first reason is now that I'm getting more exposure through YouTube, DeviantArt, and various Facebook groups, and other very public outlets on the internet, I am getting complete strangers talking to me, or adding me as a friend. Since I started advertising and selling artwork, promoting it through YouTube and my Facebook page, my friend count has doubled, jumping from 100 to 400 within the space of a month, and it grows every day. I'm not boasting here, this is a valid fact to back up what I will be saying later on. Now, this can be seen as either a good or bad thing, from the standpoint of someone trying to make a business, and communication between myself and clients is something I like to keep healthy. Reputation is important to me for repetitive business, but it is also important for my well-being and safety while working online, and for anyone else who can see my timeline. Reason number 2. Profanity, bad language and rudeness is just one of my personal pet hates. Don't get me wrong, I swear now and then, but there's a time and place for it. I have been told that swearing is a way for us to express our emotions. It is an emotional outlet. Sometimes people feel like they're expected to swear in a certain situation to feel included. For many, swearing can become a habit. Because swear words often include social taboos, sexual or vulgar words, or discriminatory slurs, they can get you into more trouble than you expect. Swearing is not a new thing, of course. Even the Bible contains swear words and strong language in the authorized King James Version in 2 Kings 18, verse 27. William Shakespeare used many vulgarisms, though many are no longer readily recognized. As culture changes, certain words in various cultures are no longer considered profanities. This is why nowadays certain movies, video games, and other shows contain swears but have a lower certification. For example, the word bloody was considered a swear word just a few years ago, but is now commonly used in movies geared towards children, a perfect example being a scene in DreamWorks' Shrek 2, released in 2004, when the villain of the movie, the fairy godmother, says bloody twice. The first Shrek movie also uses various words that were considered profanities only 10 years before its release, but now they are accepted as the norm. Famously, in an episode of The Flintstones titled Astronauts, released in 1960, Wilma says the word bollocks in reaction to Fred and Barney when they have to leave home to join the army. Of course, nowadays, animated shows with swears in them is the norm, but Flintstones was the first animated sitcom to air during prime time, and until The Simpsons came along in the late 80s, the Flintstones cleared the path for R-rated animated sitcoms like Family Guy, American Dad, South Park, and many others. But why is this scene in particular so famous? Because swears, if you consider that word a swear anyway, were rarely ever used in primetime television, let alone in an animated show. Swears are often used for shock value, or for comedic effect, or used simply for attention. Some of my favourite comedians use swears constantly. Would they be as funny without using swears as their personal vocabulary punching bags? Probably not. However, this is used for entertainment, and whether it is your taste or not, you can't deny that without swearing, many comedians just wouldn't be funny. Lee Evans is a perfect example of this. If you edited out every single swear he used, he loses most of his comedic effect. In my opinion, the use of swear words in a debate or an argument does not make your side stronger. It simply makes you louder, and it makes your argument more noticeable. It doesn't necessarily mean you win the argument. It's like ending a fight by fighting dirty. You don't win the fight by using it. You just end it or end up turning it into a heated argument instead of a healthy debate. It diminishes any terms that were set prior to the beginning of the debate, since resorting to swearing means you are now arguing out of emotion rather than knowledge. Yes, be passionate about what you're talking about, but constantly using profanities, in my opinion, makes it appear that you are lost for words, and are resorting to these type of words because of the belief that this is the only way you will be heard. Nothing makes me more upset than walking down the street and hearing children swear. This isn't because of a snobbish or stuck-up thing. Children learn swears from the playground. It's common everyday language for them. So when they're told that it is wrong, they simply cannot understand why. This is because more often than not, they have no idea what the words actually mean. It turns statements into empty, meaningless sentences and diminishes their vocabulary. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of trolls for this video who will think it will be funny to post swears in the comment section to see if they can get a reaction out of me. Go right ahead. You'll only be proving my point. To round this off, I'm not going to turn into one of those people that will go around beating someone over the head for swearing. But if swearing is used in the wrong place, you better believe that I'll be one of the first to say, come on guys, time and place for everything. I'm not going to tell anyone not to swear, but I am going to say, please don't swear while you're here. Does that make sense? I think it's all to do with self-control. I'm not trying to ruin anyone's fun. I swear, but not in everyday conversation. I swear in some of my videos. But again, this is personal choice, and many words are no longer considered swears or aren't considered as vulgar as others. This is all opinionated stuff here, so please don't go off on a rant about why you think there's nothing wrong with swearing. Everybody swears now and then, but there's a time and place for it. Thanks for listening, guys. I'm Mad Munchkin. Stay creative.